Let me tell you about a character in the Hunger Games that they basically killed twice. So Louella McCoy was a tribute that was along with Haymitch Abernathy. Since she had a crush on Haymitch would always acquiesce to the affection by calling her sweetheart. So when the two was ripped into the 50th Hunger Games, she was just a little tiny young thing. So Haymitch decided to go and play the role of her protector. However, if you're in the Hunger Games, you can't really protect anybody too long. So, unfortunately, Louella and all the Hunger Game participants was doing their advertisements. So, while riding on a cart, some type of firecracker went off, spooked the horses. So a lot of people end up falling off the cart, Louella included. Except Louella, she was a fatality. Louella died, and that was one less participant for the Hunger Games to really just include. However, since the Capitol is not the one to really just admit fault or say that they fucked up, what they did was they decided to clone her, or at least pseudo-clone. They got some random girl from some random village and decided to really just torture her. And they made her like an imaging similar to Louella McCoy. The only thing is that they overdid the torture a little bit. So the only thing that this girl could say was, "I'm Louella McCoy from District 12. Simple as that. They needed a body. They didn't need intelligence. They just needed the numbers, really. So unfortunately, since Haymitch was the one that was closest to her, Haymitch was the one that had to really just cripple her along. He had to go in and show a facade. Look at our relationship. This is the real Louella McCoy. Look how close we are. And Haymitch hated every single minute of it because he knew that wasn't his Louella McCoy. That was a pseudo clone. But since Haymitch and Lulu's life was on the line, he would carry the facade up until he can go and get out that damn arena. And might I add, to this day, Haymitch still has a fright of carts, horse carts. Unfortunately with Lulu, it didn't affect her greatly. Her ears bled. She woke up in cold sweats. For the most part, she was nonverbal, besides the only thing that she could say. "Hey, I'm Louella McCoy from District 12. However, like any type of trauma, who you are always comes to the surface. So while training to really just get their scores for the interviews, Lulu decided to go Lulu. And she told those game makers, 'You're murdering us!' All the while being forcefully ushered off the stage. So when the cornucopia began, aka the bloodbath, Lulu was lost. If it wasn't for certain people that saved her life, she would have been lost during the first part of the cornucopia. However, due to the intervention of certain people, she managed to hide herself long enough to really just get around Haymitch. And Haymitch tried to cripple her along. But Haymitch is the MC. Haymitch is the one that is going to win the Hunger Games. Unfortunately, by that extension, every single body around Haymitch becomes a damn casualty. Lulu included. So while Lulu is in a daze, smelling the flowers was poison. And Lulu dies under Haymitch's care. Another trauma that Haymitch has to go and live with.